This week, we are heading to Baltimore for a large Shabbaton. Many alumni recall and have personally experienced the magic of a Shabbat filled with good food, uplifting company, and genuine presence. Though by far the most labor-intensive program we run, it is also the most profoundly impactful. Why? Certainly, the immersive nature of such experiences make them uniquely powerful. Over a full Shabbat, one has the opportunity to marinate in the spiritual juices of the holy day. A sense of serenity, a capacity for recharge, and an awareness of the transcendent all emerge from such an encounter. But I believe there is something more. In our parsha, we read about the wicked city of Sodom. One of the three angels who visits Abraham informs him that God intends to destroy this city, and that the angel will go there to rescue Abraham's nephew, Lot. Once these three angels, disguised as men, arrive in Sodom, Lot welcomes them into his home. But this is a mortal offense in the town. A hallmark of its corruption, Sodom's residents prohibited each other from ever inviting a stranger, a cardinal Jewish value. As a result, a mob descended upon Lot's home and demanded that he surrender these guests to be violated by the frenzied crowds. Given the depths of Sodom's evil, one can appreciate why God felt compelled, so to speak, to raze their city entirely. However, in the biblical canon, such a fate actually represents an exception. Consider Egypt. Its citizens enslaved the Jewish people for 210 years, and yet, while they suffered 10 plagues and a great deal of accountability, their civilization was not destroyed. Why then was Sodom? When I posed this question, a student of ours named Tegan offered a brilliant resolution. Let us evaluate how people ever come to change. We only know what we know, as the saying goes. Left to our own devices, we cannot even envision what possible changes might be necessary in our lives. All of us are limited by our own experiences and knowledge. What eventuates change, then, is the perspectives we garner from others. Only through exposure to those with greater wisdom can we ever hope for enlightenment and personal redemption. As we noted, Sodom refused to allow any guests into their insular space. This meant they never encountered these new perspectives, and they were hopeless to change. Therefore, they were viewed as irredeemable, beyond repair, and worthy of destruction. Perhaps we might understand another curious aspect of this story through the same lens. As soon as Abraham learned of the Sodom's fate, he began negotiating with God to spare the city. If only 50 righteous people resided there, Abraham asked God, could the city be salvaged? God concurred that yes, he would preserve Sodom in the merit of these 50. Abraham continued, bargaining God down, so to speak, until his final proposal of 10 righteous people. God again agreed, but alas, not even 10 such individuals existed in Sodom. In light of this idea, the presence of a virtuous core, even as small as a minion, symbolically a critical mass, could have justified the city's survival. Their example might have offered the rest of the population a chance to see beyond their depraved echo chamber and encounter new perspectives. No matter our background or level of spiritual attunement, all of us need the influence of new people and new ideas to inspire us to new levels of connection. Students who spend a full Shabbat in an unfamiliar community, practicing Judaism in an unfamiliar manner, are privileged to encounter these new people and new ideas. The results are refreshing, rewarding, and revolutionary for everyone involved. Shabbat Shalom.